State. I had a great experience over there, but really looking for something bigger and better. Um, Coming here, I always look for like in visits, always look for that family culture. And when I came here, I felt it through all the coaching staff, and the players that I met, Sorsby, Gav, those guys. I mean, I already consider them family and brothers to me because those guys helped me out so much already. And that kind of culture, really intrigued me to come here.
Talk closer to the mic. Sorry about that.
For me, it was kind of a crazy deal because I was getting ready to train for the draft and unexpectedly got another year of eligibility. So I'm on my 5th year now, and so when I came apart, I entered my name in the portal, and this was school was on top of my list, and I took a visit, and it was just they treated me well, felt like home to me, and I'm just excited to get ready to start with the boys.
In the process, how much do you look at it, what a guy like Corey Kiner can accomplish here, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and this running scheme, and say that that's a good fit for me. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
Man, it's very exciting to even think about it. This is a great conference, an exciting conference with exciting teams, and this team specifically runs the ball very well. Got multiple guys with 100 yards, and Corey did great here, did a session. I kind of feel like we have the same type of running style, so I feel like I'm going to fit right in.
Anything bad to say about your previous head coach? I think people here will love it.
I'm kidding.
What do you remember from you were here with the Sooners, and it was a tight game for a while and pretty crazy. What do you remember about that?
It was a great game. Coming into it, we knew it was a smaller stadium, but the atmosphere was amazing. You would have thought we were playing in front of 200,000 people. The atmosphere was so great. That was a fun game for both sidelines. Both teams ran it the whole game, and it was just a great game, great atmosphere, and very intense. And that was just probably one of my most fun games I played in the Big 12.
The strength and conditioning portion of it, you worked with Brady last year. You get to work with Nico now. How do those two guys compare? And I know their personalities are a little different, but it feels like their process is probably pretty similar.
Oh yeah, process is pretty similar. Both guys have a lot of energy, and weight room is a big factor for both of them guys. And love Brady, and starting to love Nico. He's a great guy. I've only been with him a couple of weeks so far, but I can just tell by now I'm gonna love him. He's loving me right now. So it's just, man, both great guys, both really intense in that weight room, and want you to work and gonna push you to the end. And I'm just grateful for both of them.
There's some specimens on the defensive line. Have you gotten up against those guys yet, and how's that going?
No, I haven't gone up against any of them yet, but always have a little fun talks with Dante so far, and MC. A couple of those guys coming from smaller programs. I know MC with Eastern Michigan, so I actually played against him. I didn't know it at the time, but I played against him back in 23. And so just having those guys around there that have been in the MAC make me feel more comfortable coming here and making the transition.
Taran, walk us through your relationship with Coach Cardwell so far. Obviously, only being on campus for about a month. Just walk us through what that relationship's like so far.
Yeah, so, in the recruiting process, he would text me almost every day. I'd get one to two texts from him and just, talk back and forth over the recruiting process. And then when I got for my visit, he's such a great guy. Like, you just tell he's genuine, and he cares about his players. He wants to win. And that's what you get out of the entire O-line group is that, caring for your teammates and the desire to win. And then, since I've been here, he's recruiting right now, but, during the first week, saw him a good amount, and just the amount of time he pours into making sure these new guys develop the techniques that we use here is incredible.
Dan.
Prior to digging in to Cincinnati when you entered the portal, what did you know about UC football, whether it was former players, previous success, whatever it might have been, video game, I don't know what did you know about UC?
I came here for a visit or camp back in high school, and at the time it was Coach Crook, I believe, and so my view on Cincinnati wasn't great because I did talk to him, and he was like, yeah, we'll recruit you, all this, all that, and it just never happened. But then seeing Corey come here, I played against Corey in high school in a playoff game my junior year, and he's a great dude too. Always texting me, checking up on me, and those guys like that go to a big school and they're like, man, this ain't for me. I'm going back to my home state. Like coming back to Cincy, I knew that he was going to do well, and hearing about those guys that go to a bigger school, come back to Cincinnati, like Joe Royer. I mean, coming back here and playing ball. I mean, it's huge to feel that energy and what UC wants to accomplish.
Yeah, for me, don't know a whole lot from the West Coast, from Las Vegas, but I do know you guys have a lot of culture, especially when you guys had that great season with Sauce Gardner. I know I had a lot of culture and a lot of. And I heard I played here, so like we just talked about, it was a great atmosphere. So the fans are amazing; they're into the game a lot, and there's just a lot of culture at the school. And I feel like we just the coaches are really harping on bringing that culture back and doing a great job of it in the weight room, in the meeting room, and harping about bringing the culture back to the school and just make sure we do great things here.
Keegan and Scott.
Tawee, when you talk to the leaders in the team, like Dante Corleone, Joe Royer, Brennan Searcy, what do they kind of talk about in terms of last year and kind of what went wrong and what needs to be adjusted this year to get back to having success?
Our thing is really coming together and just we got to push each other, competing, and just really push each other to our maxes. With this transfer portal, they just want everybody. College football is crazy now, so they just want everybody to come attack and be able to work together and just get as close as possible. They feel like that's one of the biggest things is getting closer and competing together, but also like one of the best interests in each other while we compete, offense and defense, or even the same positions. Just make sure we get together and just come close and just really just get together and get as close as possible.
Coach compared you to Corey Kiner, a couple 1,000-yard seasons here, and kind of a dude that the legs keep churning. He's always moving. Is that close to what you are or similar?
Yes, I like his game. Never met him personally, so I don't know how he is as a person. But as a player, yes, he's a great running back, runs hard, and I feel like I do the same thing. So I feel like we're not far off. But yeah, I would say that.
For schools, how do you describe the fire internally to really cap this thing off, knowing the work you had to put in just to get here?
I'm so grateful because this was an unexpected year for me. Loaded running back class, and I was gonna go into the draft, and it was gonna be like, the running back class is so loaded, so it was gonna be just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy ride. So grateful to be here, and I'm just ready to get after and attack it, and I'm so grateful. And it's just I've been through a lot my college career, and I just can't wait to top it off here.
You played in the Big 12. You played in the Big 10. Are you excited to get back in this conference? Maybe a little bit more wide open, a little bit more space for you.
Definitely, the Big 12 added some more teams, and I feel like this is one of the most exciting conferences when you got teams like Colorado and ASU and U of A in it now. So it's just like this is so crazy. You got teams that known for defense. You got teams that's known for air raid. You got teams that's known for run the ball. So it's just like you got a mixture of everything in the Big 12. I feel like it's the most exciting and up for grab conference in the country right now.
Taran, how do you see runs the ball? Did that excite you while you were in the portal when you knew they were interested in you and you were interested in them?
Yeah, so at Ball State, we ran a lot of inside zone, stuff like that, a lot of gap scheme. But here, it's a lot of outside zone, stretching the ball, and really letting the running back be athletes on the field. And, going through the process and looking at everybody's play style, that was one of my biggest questions. And, when I got to sit down and talk with Coach Cardwell about the scheme, it really intrigued me and how the pass pro set up and ran, and just how simple it really is, all in all. So yeah.
Tawee, walk us through your relationship with Coach Dawkins. Obviously, he's only been here for 2 years. You're just getting to UC. Walk us through what that relationship's been like so far.
He's a real cool dude, man. When he first called me, he's always been honest with me. That's my biggest thing. College football is not. It's hard to kind of find players and coaches that just upfront and honest with you from the start, and that's all he's been with me, and that's why he caught my eye and caught my attention. Is just we were late, and he's just an upfront and honest guy. Been honest with me, told me to have a great room, and think I'll be a great addition to the room. I have to come in here and compete, and the great guys in the room, and we'll get along very well. And it's just that. Competing with them guys and helping them get better and helping me get better, and just super excited to actually get to work with Coach Dawkins because we just been in workouts right now. So when spring ball gets here, I can't wait to work with him and learn from him and him get me better and teach me new things I don't know and just perfect my craft. Just excited to get on the field with him.
You're from Vegas. You enjoying our similar climate here?
Oh, not yet, but I'm hearing it gets warm, so I'm looking forward to the spring ball for sure.
Any other questions? Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
And it's
Rob.
Tawee, right?
Yes, sir.
Tawee and Taran.
Taran Tile.
Taran Tile. Tawee. We got it, guys.
Yeah.